Foo Fighters at Wembley. I mean, I talked in my panel a bit more about why it meant so much. It was like all the forces combined. But even for them, that was a moment. It was a moment for everybody. Wembley was new, all the promoters that were involved, it was new kind of level for everyone. Everyone stepped up. And there are some ingredients that happened on that show that will never be able to happen again. But you'll have to watch my panel for that.
I have to say, look, Glastonbury on the Pyramid stage, not once but twice. It is one of those dreams that you have as a musician. It was also the first festival I ever went to as a punter, and never could have imagined that I'd be on the main stage. It really is a very special place. There's a special magic, a special energy to Glastonbury.
I've done live replay on a Champions League final. Very, very, very pressure environment, as you can probably imagine. It was. I don't often get nervous nowadays, but I remember walking onto that rig and that day, and the game kicked off, and as soon as that game kicked off, I could feel like the sweat just starting a little bit, because you only get one shot for this, and if you miss it, you've missed it, right? You're too late. That's the way live replay works. But yeah, that was a big one, working on the Champions League final.
I think the writer actually was a fan of something that I released in 2014, and came to me with a really specific request of doing a cover of a Brian Wilson song, and in my style. So it was a real kind of like dream job, to be honest.
You don't want to go, I wish I'd have just said yes to that thing. I wish I'd have rolled the dice. I wish I'd have... Just do it. Just do it and see where it takes you. Especially when you're young, you know, no ties. Just throw yourself into stuff and see where life takes you. And today I talked a lot about seemingly random events that shape your life. You've no idea what will shape your life, but if you don't say yes to it, or if you're not brave enough to go for it, then you'll never know.
Massive pinch me moment for me was when I filmed a snow leopard for the first time. I think in wildlife film, one of the biggest, especially as a presenter, the imposter syndrome is there to stay. But when I filmed a snow leopard for the first time and I was looking at one in the face, I was like, is this it now? Am I a wildlife filmmaker? That was a really incredible moment.
Appreciate that there's endless possibilities out there for you to do things, and sometimes it's just making the right choices, and the one choice could be just to get started.
I get to walk into an edit room every day and make TV shows, so that's kind of like, I pinch myself sometimes and I think it's slightly weird, and I do go, right, so, you know, you forget about it sometimes, and sometimes the stress of it all, but it's an amazing job, and, you know, very, very lucky.
And I said this when I was doing my training last year, like, this isn't the cheap level of equipment that the guys have got in there. That is a fully bespoke studio that the BBC could walk into now and use for a production. ITV could, Sky Sports, all of them could, and they do it. You're not going to get better. Not to learn in that is just an opportunity that this should just be taken and grasping with both hands.
Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I'd come across Industry Week during lockdown because obviously I follow these sorts of things, and I'd seen it come up, and the kind of people that came through. And then when Joe approached me about doing this, and he gave me the list of the people last year, I mean, look at the list. I mean, look at it. And then I'm looking at the list now, and sadly I can't be around all week, but there's ones I want to go to. I mean, there's ones I should be at now. You know, it's kind of, I should have come up yesterday. So it's incredible. It's what everyone should be doing, but Confetti are doing it.